Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so today we'll start another important component of chromatography, that is the liquid chromatography. Liquid chromatography. Chromatography. So chromatography तक तो अभी हमने we have almost finished 4 to 8 lectures. So they are the basic terminology and main terms like separation, partition coefficient, and the terminology and the basic mechanism. So that has already been discussed in the lot of the previous lectures about the chromatography. Now we have a special technique that's called as liquid chromatography. जैसे हमने पहले ही बोला था कि chromatography की classification में एक classification ऐसे होती है कि that we say that if our जो main दो components होते हैं वो होते हैं एक stationary phase और second component हमारा होता है that is the mobile phase. Now if our mobile phase is a liquid, then we say it's a liquid chromatography. Fine. So if our mobile phase is liquid, then our the chromatography is called liquid chromatography. And one of the best examples of liquid chromatography जो experiments में करते रहते हैं lab में, UG, PG में या PhD में, so that's called as a column chromatography. Column chromatography. Column chromatography. तो column chromatography का जहाँ तक ताल्लुक है, so that means when I'm saying column chromatography, I'm trying to make the understanding of liquid chromatography and itself the column chromatography. So now we have our mobile phase, that is liquid, and our stationary phase is basically solid. So stationary phase is solid here. Now, so what we'll do is, again, मैंने जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था, explanation के लिए best thing is just make a column. So a column. So this column is packed with your solid material. So this is your column packed with the solid material. यहाँ पे एक plug होता है जहाँ से solvent और जो components जो है flow हो जाते हैं later after separation, after the process. So there's some plug here. Some plug here, and from here we have an opening जहाँ से हम अपना mobile phase pass करते हैं. Mobile phase, which is liquid here in this case. Fine. So when I say column chromatography, it's a type of liquid chromatography since the mobile phase is liquid. And when you say column chromatography, so your stationary phase is important. So the stationary phase used commonly in the column chromatography is silica. Silica. Or we also use most alumina. ये most common जो हम use करते हैं in the column chromatography, that is either silica or alumina. They're the most popular adsorbents used. So ये act करते हैं as adsorbents. The most popular adsorbents used in the liquid or column chromatography. So that is the silica or alumina. And mobile phase. Now what type of mobile phase we use? Mobile phase is used in the column chromatography. बहुत ही important है. They are the solvents, most commonly solvents existing. They can be polar and or non-polar. So these solvents, they act as the mobile phase. During the process of separation, the mobile phase flows downstairs like this. So arrow shows the direction of mobile phase. So the adsorbent silica gel is fixed. So the adsorbent silica gel is fixed. Okay, so this is in general. Now, this polar and non-polar solvents. For example, polar solvent we can use most commonly We can use like ethyl acetate. So we'll talk about polar solvents. Ethyl acetate. Polar means they have the polarity, they have the dipole moment. Okay, so we can use dichloromethane. So ethyl acetate you can write down this way, ETOAC. Fine. And dichloromethane, that we call it DCM shortly. Can use solvents like high polar solvent. Very less, that's ethanol. So there's a group of polar solvents. Now the most commonly used non-polar solvents. Now we have non-polar solvents. Non-polar, that means the dipole moment is very, very less or negligible. Non-polar solvents. And we know the hydrocarbons, they are non-polar, so we can use petroleum ether. Petroleum ether. Or see, it's the same as hexene. Fine. We can use chloroform is actually polar, so I will place it here. Chloroform, CHCl3. So here I will keep benzene. Most commonly हम hexene को use करते हैं. Sometimes toluene, sometimes xylene. These are the most common. Petroleum with hexene, ethyl acetate. These are the solvents. They have different polarity, so they are basically the polar and non-polar salts most commonly used in the liquid or the column chromatography. And the adsorbents used are most commonly silica and the alumina. Among these two, silica is most commonly used. And this is used for spatial reactions where we have the pH changes. कुछ जो compounds का जहाँ तक sometimes they stick to the column, they stick to the alumina, उनकी absorption बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, वहाँ पे pH effects involve होती हैं, तो we take extra care, हम special conditions में use करते हैं alumina. तो ये तो हो गई liquid chromatography में the stationary and mobile phase. Now how actually we separate these components? So what is the basic mechanism? Now look, if you look at the basic mechanism, so what is the basic mechanism here? याद रहे कि I'm making things easier. So what we do is that, for example, we have to separate our mixture here. In our mixture we have components 1, 2 and 3. Okay? Obviously they will be having some difference in the polarity. So let us say 1 is more polar, then 2, then 3. Polarity difference. Let's separate them. So हम क्या करते हैं now? Step number 1, what we do number 1 is that first of all, so I will show you the complete procedure here. So I'll show the column packing in the column chromatography or a typical liquid chromatographic system. So this is our column. It's exactly like, our column is exactly like the pipette used in the lab titration purpose, similar to that. Types both होते हैं, sometimes widening भी बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, but it is similar to that, a cylindrical kind of things. तो यह अब इसको plug कर लेते हैं यहाँ से. Then हम पहले यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा cotton डाल लेते हैं. So हमने इसको cotton थोड़ा सा डाला. Then separately, so what we take here, non-polar solvent, that's hexane. And then this hexane we add our silica gel which is available in the market, silica gel. अब यहाँ भी important thing है, silica gel में sometimes particle size बहुत important होता है. You can have the fine particles, I may have the larger size particles, या coarse size particles. तो अगर हम coarse size particles use करते हैं तो जब हम column को pack करेंगे तो उसमें ये होता है कि जो pore size column में रहेगा that will be more. So in this case we'll prepare a column where pore size is larger. Now if we pack our column with this fine size silica gel, क्योंकि अब इसका size बहुत कम, the particles will come closer, तो इसका packing will be very, very stronger. So we'll get pore size very, very smaller. So in this case pore size is smaller. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन हमारा सैंपल कितना टफ है, जितनी पोलैरिटी, अगर इन कंपाउंड्स की पोलैरिटी बहुत क्लोज है, then it is better to choose the particles of polar size are smaller, pore size, so that we can separate that the close polar compounds जिनका नेचर बहुत क्लोज है. इन केस अगर इनकी पोलैरिटी डिफरेंस बहुत हाई है, then you can easily go with pore size, हायर पोर साइज, जिससे आपका सॉल्वेंट भी जल्दी जल्दी नीचे आ जाएगा, क्योंकि पोलैरिटी डिफरेंस बहुत ज्यादा है. यू कैन इजीली सेपरेट दिस, सो इट विल यू कैन फिनिश द प्रोसेस इन लेस टाइम. बट इफ यू वांट एफिशिएंसी एंड देन you don't want things to get the mingled up, तो उसके लिए better to use the fine silica gel. Usually हम लोग दरमियानी silica gel use करते हैं, like 100 to 200 pore size वाला particle जो है. Okay, तो whatever we use, we take the silica gel, इसको यहाँ dissolve किया हमने, एक slurry बना लिया यहाँ, and then we pour that here. So then in this step, so once we prepared our silica gel in the form of a gel type here in a non-polar solvent, so then we pour that here the column. नीचे इसका cotton होता है plug यहाँ पे, so we pack it. So this phenomenon is called a packing of the column. Usually up to 70% of this column height is packed. तो एक बार column slowly and steadily, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कि अगर कॉलम में कहीं पे पैकिंग इज नॉट एफिशिएंट, रिमेंबर आपकी सेपरेशन कंपोनेंट्स की अच्छी तरह नहीं होगी, तो विल बी इन द प्रॉब्लम. सो इट हैज टू बी डन वेरी केयरफुली सो दैट दे विल सेटल डाउन इजीली एंड देयर योर कॉलम पैक्ड अप. नाउ अगर आपने फास्ट प्रोसेस किया तो चांसेस ये कि इसमें एयर भी अंदर जाएगा, सो यू मे हैव द बबल्स आल्सो देयर फॉर्मड, दैट विल आल्सो द एयर विल गेट इनसाइड ट्रैप्ड इन दोस बबल्स, तो इसमें दैट विल अफेक्ट द सेपरेशन, दैट विल अफेक्ट द एफिशिएंसी. सो यू पैक द कॉलम, उसके बाद यहाँ से ऊपर से जो सॉल्वेंट डाल दिया, दैट कम्स आउट, दैट सॉल्वेंट कम्स आउट. नाउ यू हैव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ ड्राई कॉलम अवेलेबल. उसके बाद दोबारा एक ये सेम सॉल्वेंट लाइक हेक्सेन यूज कर लेते हैं. जैसे हेक्सेन ऊपर से डाल दिया, नाउ द कॉलम इज रेडी, इट्स कॉल्ड अ वेट कॉलम. उसके बाद नाउ योर सैंपल विच इज टू बी सेपरेटेड वेयर वी हैव 3 कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट पोलैरिटी 1, 2 and 3. नाउ वी एड दैट हियर. सो वो सैंपल सॉलिड फॉर्म में let us say यहाँ तक आ जाता है. So this is our compound which has to be separated is here. Bold, fine. उसके बाद फिर ऊपर से थोड़ा सा हम कॉटन रख लेते हैं. Now our column is ready. Now we'll start the separation. Now the step number 1 we do is we have solvents. So we'll first use the solvents of low polarity. Low polarity. Low polarity. And most popularly hexene or petroleum ether. Petroleum ether. Fine. तो उसको आपने यहाँ से डाल दिया hexene petroleum ether. So it gets filled. So इसका जो pore size इसका होगा, accordingly the solvent will move. Solvent will move. हम एक fixed speed के साथ इसका रख लेते हैं adjustment. Solvent move. Now this movement of solvent through this stationary phase, which is silica, gel, alumina in this case. So in this दौरान, now as the solvent flows from here, mobile phase with some speed suitable. So obviously now this molecules are compound here, our components are here. Now if that compounds have more affinity for the solvent, so once the solvent comes in contact, they will get more partitioned in the solvent. If those components they have are those components which have more affinity for the adsorbent, so they will stick to the column more. और वो नीचे भी आएंगे, but they will come slowly because they have more affinity towards the column. और ये कहीं अगर उनकी polarity, if their interaction is more with the adsorbent, they will not come down. So those components which have more interaction, suitable interaction, or which get partitioned more in the solvent, they will come down fast. Let us say one has less polarity. So it has less polarity. Our solvent has less polarity, so it will come down easily. So we'll see like one is coming here, that one is coming down, nothing is coming. So agar first, if this our component first is colored, we can easily see the colored bands here. And that colored band is indication what compound is coming down. Same is the case. अगर once the compound this comes down, then we continue pouring our solvent. Solvent add करते जा रहे हैं. Now, तो इसी तरीके से we can separate this. Now अगर हमें ये लगे कि now one has separated. Now we have 2 and 3 left in this column. 2 and 3 are left here. So what we'll do, we'll now increase the polarity. So we'll go from, for example, initially it was 100% of hexane. Now what we'll do, we'll make it 80 plus 20. Example दे रहा हूँ, 20 ml of ethyl acetate. So I'm using polar solvent that is ethyl acetate. 80% of hexane. The initial case it was 100% hexane. Now it is 80% hexane. So polarity अब बढ़ गई 20% आ गया. तो polarity जब बढ़ गई, अब जो components की polarity slightly more होगी. So now that will start coming down. और जिसकी high polarity है that will come first. Now since we are using the this polar component with our solvent, so जिसकी polarity more होगी that will come down first. Fine. So in this way, depending on which type of compounds we can actually vary our solvent mixture. For example, if we use 100%, which is ideally हम ऐसा करते नहीं, 100% ethyl acetate, that means जो polar compounds हैं, that will straightforward come down. लेकिन ऐसा करना, it's always difficult. You are creating problem for the separation. So by varying the mixture of your non-polar and polar, we can collect our compounds separately, number 1, number 2, and number 3. So this way we can collect separately our compounds, and they are analyzed separate by different methods, whether it is spectrophotometric, whether it is the conductometric or whatever in the HPLC. So separation in the column chromatography is basically we are taking into account the polarity of the compounds which are to be separated, or polarity of the compounds are to be separated, and accordingly we choose the solvent system. So this is basically the general basic principle of the liquid column chromatography. So this is the basic principle of column chromatography. उसमें just ये याद रखना है, the polarity of solvents, that's the solvent system which is to be passed through the column. So that depends on which type of components you are actually separating. And just adsorbent material है, if it is silica gel, which is most common, ठीक? So that's most commonly used. उसमें cost भी कम होता है. लेकिन sometimes for some special purposes we use alumina also, because sometimes ये होता है कि compound या तो stick हो जाता है column के साथ, या उसका pH का effect आ जाता है जिसकी वजह से वो easily column से नीचे नहीं आ पाता. So because of these factors we use alumina also. So these are the basic things as far as the liquid chromatography is concerned, or the column chromatography concerned. And then this is the similar small things and the basic things about the packing of the column. ये हम lab में करते रहते हैं usually, UG level पे भी, PG level पे भी, for separating the compounds, usually the organic compounds. So this was the basics of the liquid chromatography. उसके बाद then we'll deal with some more important terms in the next lecture. For then, solve for the day. If you have questions, you can write me at the mail, or you can also write in the group. Solve for the day.